So somebody asked me, why am I not a fan of day parties? And it's not that I'm not a fan of day parties. I'm just not a fan of any day parties. Like, I like a day party that has a theme and goes along with that theme. I'm not talking about the day party that has a theme on the flyer. You get there, it's totally something different. I like day parties where if it's going to be an R&B day party, they have a DJ there that can really take you on a musical journey with R&B. He's just not playing the same stuff that you would hear on like a mix show on the radio or something like that. Like, they're very, very in depth, and they are very skilled at reading the crowd and moving the crowd. A lot of these day parties that do R&B day parties or whatever, their DJs just play records. They do the same generic blends. And to go back to my last video, it's a lot of DJs that don't know the music. They hear the music, but they don't know the music. And they don't know how to put songs together to actually work. And a lot of them have these tools with all the bells and whistles, and they don't use the bells and whistles. So basically, essentially, a lot of these day parties is just like big ass listening rooms with food, mimosas, and liquor. That's about it. I can do that at home. To get me to come out the house, it has to be event. And people use the word event, but they don't create an event. They're more on the flashy stuff. And I can tell you straight signs that will keep me from going to a day party. If the venue they're having that has a grass wall, just me. If it has a fake grass wall, now if it has a wall that has actual real plants, cool. But if it has the fake wall with the neon writing, that's not a party for me. I would like a day party even if they had like a live band. But see, the problem in my area is a lot of these venues, they're very cheap in the service they give, but very expensive in the service you buy. I can't pay for a whiskey and Coke, and you're charging me full price for the whiskey and full price for the Coke, but the Coke's only a splash. That doesn't rock with me. Also, there's some places that love to charge for ice. How do you charge for ice? If I'm asking for a whiskey and Coke, the ice should be a no-brainer. But a lot of these places, like I said, in my area here in Delaware, a lot of places charge for everything. And then they have the nerve to add gratuity on. Now, I understand that some places they add the gratuity on because some people just don't tip. That's a whole different discussion. And my boy G Dash is probably going to look at this video and be like, he back on that tipping shit again. But nah, I believe a tip should come for good service, and especially for service that's above and beyond. I don't think we should have to tip when the service is mediocre, or it comes with an attitude, or comes like you're bothering them to put your orders in and get served up. That I have a problem with. But getting back to the whole day party thing, a lot of these day parties, the flyers look real glamorous, and I'm not talking about the ones that do them in ChatGPT or whatever AI they're using. But they usually have somebody beautiful on the front, some beautiful people on the front, and you get there and there's nothing like it. The food, it could be hit or miss. It's just like a lot of day parties really don't have a vibe. And what I'm finding out, being a Gen Xer, is that I may have aged out of certain parties thrown by certain venues and certain promoters, that I need to probably research the promoter and the event before I even consider going. Because I know there's not a lot of promoters from like the Gen X or older millennials that keep that same vibe that we came up on and have the same flavor. It seems like everything is like a crash and burn. Like, they just want to get your money. They want to get you in there. They want to pack it as much as possible, take pictures, put it on social media, and have you thinking it's bumping, when all it is a whole bunch of people standing around with drinks that cost too much. It's not for me. Now, I know a lot of people might have an issue with that, but tell me where I'm wrong. Show me where I'm wrong. Now, remember, I'm a Gen Xer, so my vibe is a little different. My vibe, I come from the era where we actually went out and had a good time. We didn't just stand around staring at people, buying sections just to kind of prove that we got it and you don't, even though you don't have it either. We really go out to enjoy ourselves. And I think that's what's really missing. And I have to keep it a buck. A lot of things that go on. I know a couple people around here, been around here for a while. I get invited to a lot of things and it's not my vibe. I just be really chilling. Now, I don't want to come off like I'm just bashing DJs and everything, because I used to be one myself. And I know it's something that you do because you love to do it. But a lot of people, it's just a hustle for a lot of people that DJ nowadays. It's just a hustle. And it's not a good hustle, because they are driving down prices and stuff. Like I can go on and on about this. Really, I can go on and on, but we have to do better.